Here we go. Welcome back to another Montreal Canadiens podcast show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing, great Friday night, February 21st, 2025. Hopefully, an amazing, great week so far. This is the last day of the week, honestly, the last night before you hit the weekend of the Montreal Canadiens return on the ice tomorrow night against the Ottawa Senator. A game that is start at 7 o'clock. Of course, going to do a play-by-play. Hockey is back after the great tournament of the Four Nations. We're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about the big win of the Montreal of the Team Canada against Team USA. And the subject of the night, Team Canada are champions of the Four Nations tournament challenge, or called the face-off. Depends how you want to call it. And of course, going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. A lot of things going on with the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Laval Rocket is in action at the RDS right now. 2-1 Laval Rocket, 3:16 to go remaining on the second period. The 12-year Lions play right now at this moment on the TVA Sport on the French channel. Also, they have a plus from prospect play right there for the Montreal Canadiens. Sam Harris play already. You have Jacob Fuller is in action right now with the Boston College late right now 4-2 at the middle of the game. Where also Luke Middlestad is playing with Minnesota Golfer 1-1 after 20 minutes. And then we have the Owen Prats play also with Team Bradford is right now 2-2 on this game between them with 4 minutes to go remaining. So you get a chance watching hockey left and right. The best thing to do, you can go on the it's called on onhockey.tv. You can get all the free game if you want to watch those games around the world. Really nice website, free, honestly. Cannot complain with some kind of TV ads, but at the end of the day, that's a great place to watching hockey for free online. Definitely the great place to be. Laval right now 2-2. They play with 4 versus 4. Like I said, Laval Rocket 2-1 over the Manitoba Moose. Laval lost 3 of the last 4 games, by the way. We have a few people knock the door. Welcome, everybody. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Still, the man is in the house tonight. Welcome back. Luciano Graziano, the moderator, back in the house tonight. GF also with us tonight. Abination knock the door. Algie Calabro with a news and update is also with us. LDP directly from the great location, the Newfoundland, is with us tonight. From the capital, Ottawa, from Canada, the capital of Canada, and Ottawa. Jesus. Claude Richard back with us tonight. Thank you so much. Billy knocked the door also. Dennis Chesney is with us tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. And we have a couple of people knock the door with us. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes. And hopefully you're ready to rock and roll. The NHL is back tomorrow with 14 games in action around the NHL. I have a couple of news. The news we got for the NHL, guys, about the many injuries around the team. A couple of players came back for the Four Nations with some kind of injuries. And we know already with the team at Canada, Shea Theodore is going to be out for week to week right now with a wrist injury for him. We're also for Team USA, Connor Matthew Kachuk is out. Is a day-to-day with the Panthers. We have Charlie McEnroy is going to be out week to week with the Boston Bruins. And other players not going to play on the weekend because they try to recover for that tournament. Going to give you a little bit more information what's going on with those players happening during the tournament. Gary Conway is in the house tonight. Welcome back. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. The driver of the UPS. First of all, let's talking about the first news we got on that. We're going to move on the next graphic here. And they announced that Ovechkin is right now a 60 goal in his last 27 game. Can Ovechkin reach and beat the record of Wayne Gretzky? I don't know, but it could happen, honestly. this season. If now will be the beginning of the season, 2025-2026 in October. But we know Ovechkin have a great year so far with the Washington Capitals, and everything could happen, honestly, for Ovechkin with the Washington Capitals. Capitals right now battle at the beginning of the battle for the for the President Trophy. Right now, I'm talking, I'm watching the game. Laval is struggling right now on the defensive side. They create mistake after mistake behind the net of Primo between the pipe for the Laval Rocket, by the way. Matthew Tkachuk is out for the Florida Panthers. And then we have Bo Jenner is going to be back for the Columbus Blue Jacket. The captain did not play any game, Jenner, and is going to join the Blue Jacket. This is a great news for the Columbus Blue Jacket, honestly, to hear to have the captain back. Larry Lavallée is in the house tonight. Welcome back. Not a problem. Dennis, pleasure to see you around. In our tap moderator is also with us tonight. Thanks to be with us in our tap. Exactly, Gary, about Ovechkin. A couple of people can make connect about this one with that. Everybody talk about is can wait to see the Montreal play again. Talking about some news, this for the Winnipeg Jet. Connor Alebach and Josh Morrissey are out for the weekend with the Winnipeg Jet. The Jet played 2 games, back-to-back game, and they announced the Jet, the goaltender, is not going to play with the Jets on the weekend. Of course, Josh Morrissey also same situation for what we heard for the Winnipeg Jet today on their website. So this is another news happening for the Winnipeg Jets. Talking about some news with around the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jacket announced Kevin Labac and Owen Seliger, not Mike Seliger and not Mike Seliger, but not Cole Seliger, but is Owen Seliger. Is going to be out for the rest of the season with injuries, but they announced their best player of the year, Marchenko, is off of the ER, is going to join the team. And of course, we just talked about Bo Jenner. So Columbus Blue Jacket are going to have 2 excellent players right now for the rest of the game, 26 games to go, to helping them to try to make the playoff. Is it possible? We're going to see what could happen, of course. Martin Besnet de retour avec nous ce soir. Hopefully, you're doing well, Martin Besnet. And glad to see you around. I coach. Will Brady Kachuk be arrogant in front of Jekai Arbor Saturday? I'll be honest with you. Brady Kachuk is not going to back off from Jekai. He's going to go straight on his face if he has an opportunity. Jekai said he's going to stop Brady Kachuk. At the end of the day, I don't think so. They should focus on one player, but he should focus on the game. So would be interesting. But Brady Kachuk, like I said, he does what he did for the team USA. He's going to do the same thing with the team with his team Ottawa Senator. The Senator are really on the pursuit of to try to make the playoff this year. And Kachuk is the guy where he can make a big difference for the team Senator for this the rest of the remaining of the season. And he proved it, he did it, and he will continue to do it, whatever is Jekai with any other player in NHL, Martin. Yeah, Gary, talk about Elebak cannot win big game. He has a Matthew disease. Ah, you know, I don't think so. It was an Elebak problem yesterday. Honestly, for his resume, it would be good if he can, change the situation about the playoff winning game, and of course yesterday. Um, but he have to prove it at some point to get those big game, and he can win those games. Yeah, you're right, Gary, for Alibak situation. Thanks so much, RJ. Gilbert, welcome back in the house. Randy Walkman back also in the house with all the news around the Calgary and the Pacific Division. And 26 is in the house also. Randy said that the Flame pushing hard for the Saber trade, Randy. Are you looking for a BRM, Randy? Cousin would be interesting. Talking about NHL news, but we have a news for the Flyers. This is great news for them. Owen Tippett, Zamula, Rand Poland, and Risto Ristolainen are back for the Flyers for the during the weekend. We know the Flyers tried to make the playoff like many other team in the race on the Eastern Conference, and but to see those four players join the team, this is a great news for the coach Tortorella back at with the team after he have a couple. He was with a Four Nation team USC, and we'll see what happening with that. Canada lost one game. USC lost two games. Canada lost one game. USA lost two games. Yeah, they lost against Sweden. That was Larry, one of the best hockey in the last 30 years, I believe, to see Team Canada versus Team USA, Larry. What the rumor around the NHL, guys? The NHL trade target. You're right, N26. The NHL trade target, guys. We are right now, what? 16 days, 17 days for the trade deadline and NHL, March 7th, happening. You have many, many teams in the race for the playoff. And the Western, can we consider the Blues with the Flames, with the Canucks? And the Eastern, Tampa Bay, Ottawa, Detroit, and the Atlantic. On the Metropolitan, we have, of course, the Islanders. We have the Flyers, Pittsburgh, right? Um, I'll try to make it. So that's friend team right now are looking maybe to add some players. Our buyer. Other team are seller. Some player right now are become UFA or maybe on the target for trade. Yeah, players with maybe 1 year contract could be possible to make a trade with them. And yeah, player have two trade could also have maybe two trade with 2 years contract could maybe trade. And we talk about Zed Jones with a 3 years contract. So everything could happen about that. Randy, not many goalies, Randy. The way where McDavid was set up, right there between the ash mark and front of the net, I don't see any goalies. You can name it, but this could not should not happening for the Team USA to leave a player like him in front of the net. And Alibag did his best, but he had no goalie right there. Randy, great question, by the way. You're right, Gilbert, about that game. The USA lost that one. Guys, it's Friday night, so we go with flow. I'm going to moving left and right, and yeah, any question like Randy said, just ask her. Interested, Randy, talk about the trait between them. I think Flowers and Baker are buyer. Excel is in the house. RJ Calabo. Talk about the signature of Kevin Lincoln. A 5 year contract extension at $4.5 million. Ouch. Oh, Kevin Lincoln. Are you kidding me? Are you agree with that deal? 5 years. I'm shocked. I don't know what to tell you. A backup goalie, I believe he was with Chicago. He went to Nashville. I have to look on something, guys, because he's a 29 years old, play only 146 game in NHL. Have a goal again average 2.53. He have 34 game with Vancouver. He have a goal again average of 2.94. But how can you give him a $4.5 million in our tap when you play 146 game in the NHL? And and he never played more at the game he did this so far with Vancouver Canucks. That's a lot of money. Randy, I will say to you, one of the two events and they were rack. I think Armia is going to stay around the Montreal Canadiens. Interesting, Denis. Yeah, still in our tap. It's like you gave to Montembeau $4.5 million. Lincoln has been a backup goalie in NHL. So at $4.5 million, right, per year. Here are the goalies in front of him. Look at him. Hill, Ulmark, Zaros, Leonard, Demko, Dakar, Quimper, Blackwood, Mesclian, Chesterkin, Thompson, Grobar, Bennington, Maxstrom, Gibson, Saros, Ulmark next year. Swimmen, Sorokin, Alibak, Vasilevsky, Brobowski, Carey Price, and Chesterkin. Lankinen make more money at Joel Ottinger. The best backup goalie, number two in NHL, is Jake Allen, 3.8. That's crazy. Yeah, but you cannot give money to a goalie because the other goalie is injured. You have to give the money to someone give performance and give guarantee. They gave a $4.5 million for his 34 game between the pipe, a 5 years deal. Wow. Right now in our tap, if you don't have the goalie, you're going to trade for someone, but you cannot give just because you don't have any goalie that kind of money. It's like we talk about a backup goalie, guys. Laurent Bronsois never get $4.5 million a UFA. Bronsois was the best goaltender, backup number two in NHL. Look the stat on Lekinen, guys. Last year, he played 24 games last year, 19 before that. He never have over 9.9910 save percentage. That's the same GM trait JD Miller, and that's the same GM right now, Vancouver struggling. Now, N26, why Ottawa is going to sign Jake Evans? They have Suzla, they have Josh Norris, they have Shane Pinto, and they have a few prospects. Why Ottawa is going to give him a 5 year deal? I disagree with you about this N26. Good evening, Ron with Kings. ODR is in the house. Montebo, no, but at $3 million is reasonable. For 4.5, blew my mind. And now Excel, the problem with them code, possibly he could be retired. You have injuries after injuries. Excel, don't touch anyone. Don't go around a goalie like Demko. We already have Price on the injury reserve. So I understand in our tap, but do you believe in that shot right now? Lankinen is a goaltender number one in his shot. Do you believe you can carry on Lankinen to be your starter, play 50 games per year in NHL? Yeah, same feeling, Abination. Yeah, Gary, maybe you're right about him. No, I've been sure you're right about him. Would be interesting and 26 to make. That's the only way they can get Jake Evans is to make some change. I agree with you about that. Would be interesting. And it's a dark game. Supposed talking about this, I'm just shocked. That's a good morning. Here we go, guys. I know that it's small, but I can maybe go higher. I go bigger, guys. Then I'm going to move up after that. Thanks for everybody. Brock Nelson, Danev, Lawton, Ristolinen, Zed Jones, Bowen Barron, Dylan Cousin, Carson Susi, Jimmy Olichek, Rakard Raquel, Carl Palmieri, Oliver Buckstrand, Brock Bozer, Joel Amia, Rand Donado, Jake Evan, Trent Frederick, Gustav Nyquist, Rand Lindgren, and I don't know if I forgot that Ryan O'Reilly. I apologize for that one. They all the list guys of the players of the players possibility change address at the trade deadline. This is a ton of the players on the market. Some of them are UFA, Armia, Bozer, Donado, Evans, Frederick, Lindgren, Nyquist. Some of them carry on an extra 1 year contract. Some of them have 2 years contract, and one from Zed Jones have 1 year, 3 years contract. So, what do you feel about that? Who do you think is going to send address? Where is Plus going to go? This is now the GM all back in action during the weekend. Many teams going to send scout left and right around the NHL arena. Conversation, negotiation is going to be show up at talk about strengthening and who start to make some trade. We already got trade before this week, right? With honestly, uh, Rantanen trade was a huge trade right there. Great point run with Kings at 20. Carl Peterson. This is a great example. This is a great example, Carl Peterson. Nicolas de Gobi Bono back in the house, Nicolas. Montebo quiet right now. He's going to be ready for play during the weekend. It was a great vacation for him to eat hot dog from la passerelle. Now, Gary, you're right about that. That does not have a big name. Now, you can add John Tavares, but they are not on the trade market. This is not the list only for UFA next year. This is the list what they are on the on the trade bait, by the way. Non, de bien d'accord avec toi, mon Nicolas. Excellent, RG. Like a Salvation Army. Raquel is on the best top six forward on the list, basically. Same percentage goalie point. Carl Felixson is paid same list. Good point about this, Raquel. Now, can Raquel perform with other players like Crosby? Danny T is in the house. Welcome back. Thanks for all the likes. Pizza 6, I like that list. Danato, Evan, Lawton could be on the list. Could be really on demand there. I think it's a $5 million, I believe, and 26. Thanks so much, Danny, for Canada. Cavalier, welcome in the house, said Anthony is overrated. Yeah. Nelson to Winnipeg, Zed Jones to Washington. Amir Evans, only Check Lawton, and possibly Buzzer all gone. When Montreal trade for Toronto, I will say to you, Pizza, if the return is good, they will. Remember, they trade Thomas Plekanec. Awesome, excellent. Yeah, that would be at least N26, a first round pick, prospect, a return. They make a good trade for him for Anaheim. Palmieri Devils. He's been there for many years before that. I think the Devils are looking more. Oh, awesome, Danny. Goodall is in the house. The problem with Goodall is all the players are going to be on. They wait for their what they're going to get, and from that will give them a chance to see is going to play again or not. Thanks so much, Danny. I think it's 29. The Dallas Star. I think Randy. I could be wrong here, Randy, but I think the Dallas Star have some kind of money now because the injuries. I think they're going to start getting bigger. Raquel is 31 years old. Done 32. And the Four Nation review yesterday, guys, the game between Team Canada and Team USA. This was amazing game between both teams. Uh, 1-0 Canada, 2-1 USA, 2-2 Canada. And then you have the overtime goal by Connor McDavid. But what a great tournament. Over $9.2 million dollars. 9.2 or 9.3 million viewers of the game. And ESPN. They are big number and the USA country. They beat record about certain things. They never see those numbers in hockey for years. The NHL won the jackpot with that tournament. You like it or not like it, politic or not, boo, national anthem, everything you can mention around that team. Donald Trump, Justin Trudeau, but the hockey fans excited, enjoy that game. The outcome of that tournament is big, huge for the NHL, for the NHLPA. And this is 1 year of the Winter Olympics 2026. For me, was one of the best hockey game I maybe cannot recall it since year to years on that kind of level. And I think this is what I believe that the hockey fans are the winner of that tournament. Yes, it's not a perfect formula. Yes, it could be better. It could have more team, more countries. I can go the way like that. But for this first experience, this is something the NHL are going to looking to do something again that events. Yes, 2 months ago, many hockey fans does not believe on that tournament. Some of us believe before 2 days before they start, they believe there's going to be no physicality, no intensity. It's going to be like almost an all-star game. But we were all wrong about the level of the play and the level of what this turned to be. And this we have to give credit, guys, of all the players participate. I was excited. It was fun to watch. And I said the winner of that game, of that tournament, is not Team Canada, it's the hockey fans. It's the hockey fans. And now you have to come back tomorrow with Jaden Strobel, Michael Peseta. I don't know what you need more at what you saw for the last couple of days. The quality of hockey, the speed of the game, and all those best players on the ice. Yes, it's not perfect, like I said, but for me, this was amazing. And game last night, 3-2 in overtime, it was great. It was crazy. So this is great to hear that. This is fun to watch, and we'll see what happening. But last night, guys, for all of us, for weeks, we talk about Canada have no goalies. Canada should call up and to have Thompson between the pipe. Maybe Blackwood. Maybe remove Bennington after game number 2. Won the last 3-1 against USA. But Bennington become the savior of the team Canada during the tournament. It could be the MVP of Team Canada. He made a big save at the right time. Overtime against Sweden. The big save he made this. Gave a chance for Canada to win, and they did it when Mitch Marner goal. He considers the tournament to be make the big save. Team USA was 2-1, and he make a big save to keep Canada in the games on the third period. Finland, he was not too much busy, but still he won that game. But yesterday, Bennington saved the Team Canada with a big save on the glove against Austin Matthews twice. Matthews could be the heroes, but he become the zero for the Team Canada USA. Why? Because he could beat Bennington twice and to be the game-winning goal, his biggest goal of his career. as a hockey player, Austin Matthews. But Bennington said no to Matthews. Bennington make the big save. And then Matthews forget McDavid in front of net. Completely. Big mistake by Austin Matthews. What a great pass by his teammate Mitch Marner. And McDavid did not make any chance, did not give any chance to Alibak. He scored a game-winning goal. But again, Bennington, he was the key of the success of Team Canada. So that's crazy if you think about that. Exactly, in addition, Bennington could at the clutch. Exactly, he did it. Now we have the game-winning goal overtime by McDavid. It was not his best game, McDavid. And what I like for Connor McDavid, he said that after the game. He said, this was not my best game. He was humble to recognize that. But like the best hockey players or best athletes find a way to become greatness at a big, huge moment, that goal is going to be remembered for years in the history of NHL and hockey. The goal that Team Canada, 6-5, the Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Della Wolchuk, Larry Murphy. I think it was Paul Coffey too. Those moments, you score a goal like that, like the Mason McDavid, Team Canada, World Junior Championship, when he saved the goal at the goal line. That goal is going to be forever. Remember, for all the hockey fans, Connor McDavid did it. You're right, Pizza. Thanks so much, RJ. I don't know, Excel is still 25 years old. You have to wait for it to become a center number one in NHL. So I would not consider Sutter yet that this is key that way. Mata was great at the right moment. You're right, N26 about Marner. McKinnon, the MVP of the tournament. I think he had 4 or 5 goals. McKinnon score almost every game. McKinnon played a big role on that team. The Thomas Harley, I call him the reliever. Thomas Harley came inside of this game, that tournament, because of the injury of Theodore. And one Mecca was ill. So Thomas Harley joined the team Canada with no practice, and he played 23 minutes, 22 minutes yesterday. It was the third TOI, the most minute from John Cooper. Travis Syham have a great tournament. Joined that tournament with Team Canada. Syham for the Flyers. I call it John Cooper, the mixer. He was trying to mix everything, Cooper. Almost every game, he changed the line. He was trying to find a great chemistry on his top 6 with Max Stone, Sam Reinhart, Mitch Marner, Brennan Point. They up and down in the lineup. Bring Jarvis out of the lineup. Konechny out of the lineup. Sam Bennett out of the lineup. They try to mix everything until he find at the end make some adjustment on the fly. Bring on the top six, Brennan Point. Remove Mitch Marner. Bring on the third line with Cirelli or the fourth line with Cirelli and Angel. And then during the game last night, he realized to bring back Mitch Marner. The Sam Bennett goal. I think for me, Sam Bennett was my wild card of that tournament for the Team Canada. Play only 14 minutes yesterday, Sam Bennett. But I feel like Sam Bennett was on the ice all the time. Every shift, Sam Bennett makes something out of those shifts from Team Canada. Cole McCarr, the only player undefeated with Team Canada. Sidney Crosby, the 37 years old, lead by example, could become the greatest hockey players play for Team Canada. Bring his leadership again yesterday. Every day during the tournament. During the practice yesterday morning, he met each player on the ice, one by one, talking to all of them. This is called greatness for Sidney Crosby. This is amazing. That's what it took for the Team Canada to beat Team USA. That game could be for honor side also. But this was great as hockey fans to see that. John B. Welcome. Daddy played good minute. He was and Rabinov, I think he was a good pairing for Ali. Daddy played a great some kind of leadership for his third pairing. Good boy, and I'll tell about Daddy. John B. Son Bennett, big contract coming. Amazing, guys. The Laval Rockets score again. This time it's Sean Farrell. Farrell is on fire with Team Laval Rocket. This is the Farrell that was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. It took him almost 2 years to find his groove with an American Hockey League. Again, a steal the puck and Farrell on breakaway. And the 5-0 gave the insurance goal for Team Laval Rocket. Sean Farrell, again, second point of the game. He has 2 points yesterday. Farrell continues to perform very well. 8:30 to go, Laval 3, Manitoba 1. Woody Snyder is in the house. Thanks for all the light we got so far. Thanks so much, Claude Richard. Rebecca is looking good tonight again. You're right, Excel, Shake Hand, Matthew, and Marner. Wawrinski have a great tournament. What? Connor Hughes was not bad 2 days, not the last game, the game before that. But I think with Fowler's coming, I think we'll be fine. You're right, and Rabinoff about Farrell. You're right, Willie, about McCarr. Sam Bennett, $8 to $9 million. Yeah. The story guys of Sean Farrell always remember Coronado played with Calgary Flames. This is two players played together for years, many years together. With the team Chicago Steel when they won they won the years with Chicago Steel, Coronado, and Farrell. Both players decide to go with. And now Florent Jacquet score again. A goal in front of the net. Jacquet, I believe, is 13 goal of the year. Um, play after that with Advert University. And Coronado, it took him 2 years to become a player in NHL this year. The size of Farrell could be a factor, but we'll see what happening. A2, welcome back in the house. Dean Lennon, welcome also. That's the kind of money N26 and the between 11.5 to $12 million, 12.5 for minor. 9.3 million viewers. NHL, the winner of that tournament, guys. ESPN Plus, and all the number are not completely, but this is a great to see that at least for the hockey, the popularity of hockey happening during a game. Now, I want to finish with one more comment here, guys. The Canada roster at the Winter Olympic 2026, we always said that tournament during the happening for the Four Nations was a preview of the Olympics. What we learned is Brad Marchand, unfortunately for him, is out of the team. The speed is not there anymore. You can see it. He was the player with last minute play yesterday, and I think is should not be with Team Canada next year. Max Stone, 32 years old. I think now you can feel the injuries he's getting year after years. I think for me, this is Max Stone not returning with Team Canada next year. And then Dottie. Now, Dottie is 36 years old. Yes, he can bring some kind of dimension about his leadership experience. We saw that. But a Pedangelo, a Theodore, a Thomas Harley, I think Dottie could be out of that team. A Montembeau, not at all. Forget Montembeau. Like, don't think 1 minute about Montembeau. And then Cyril Lee. I apologize, but we need better at Cyril Lee as a center. And Max Sheffley, and Nick Suzuki, too quick name there. Maybe a Steven Stankos. Then maybe Brendan Agel could be another one out. On the flip side, what happened Konechny and Jarvis, two other forward, it could be interesting to see that. For the rest guys, they should be returning with the Canada roster. I don't know if you had name you can mention here, but that's something could happen about that. And then during that tournament, yeah, the player can learn something for that. A player be sit beside Crosby, watching him day in, day out, watching how Crosby prepare, the work ethic of Crosby, the body language of Crosby, the behavior of Crosby could help a guy like Mitch Marner, a Connor McDavid. Two players right there where they could make it fun to their team for the NHL playoff. That's something you have to consider. For Team USA, this is another deception, disappointment, frustration. They thought it's going to be the year you're going to get that gold medal. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Remember when they lost, they win, and same scenario happening to 2010, I believe. For Team USA, they have to reset and to be ready for the Olympics 2026. What kind of thing going to build? Will be its front team possible. Obviously, injury McEnroy, catch up, make it front for the outcome for them. But this is a team is going to be really good at the Olympic next year. We'll see if a team like Russia could be there too. You're right, John, about him. Great point, A2, about the number of viewers. Yeah, and 26, those kind of number for Monarch. Possible in our top for Zed Jarvis. Excuse me. Not a great comments and that shot. Thank for all the likes, guys, for everybody about that. That's happening, guys, for the Four Nation. We know already what happening, so we can talk forever about that tournament. But honestly, um, that's what that happened. Let's see what's going on around the NCAA. Boston University losing again 5-1 tonight. Dartmouth 1-1. Denver won today, but Sam Harris at 0 point. I tried to get Boston. I tried to get Boston game. Boston College winning 5-3. Fowler gave 3 goals on the 28 shot. Bedell could be a plug, could be there. Fowler gave only 3 goals, excel. So that's happening, guys, for the Four Nation. I'm going to run with this fun thing for the Montreal Canadiens now. The ad announced Henneman is back in the lineup. He was play on the power play unit number 2 over at the Warak. Oh, God. How Christian Devar can be on the power play. Anderson, too, was back on the lineup today. Anderson continues to have some kind of injuries bother him. I think this will be for the rest of the season anyway. I don't expect any player to be called up. They already have 12 forward and they already have 6 defensemen. Laval play tomorrow in Toronto. We'll see, but I think that would be my feeling about that. Yeah, Bedard is from Vancouver. I think it's Vancouver Island, but he's from British Columbia. So it'll be interesting about that. Some conversation about the Montreal Canadiens announced some kind of the talk for a new deal, a new contract between Joel Armia and David Savard. Savard, during an interview, said that yes, we have started a new some kind of negotiation, but it's really minor. And he said, I know the business and hockey. I know what could be trade. We understand this could happen. The Montreal knows exactly what I'm looking for. He would love to stay with the Montreal Canadiens, David Savard. By the time we tell us, is Montreal can get a deal for David Savard. And what it could be a 1 year deal, a 2 year deal. But the conversation is there. Now, on the flip side, you have Joel Armia. Joel Armia was less expressive about the negotiation. Lambert and Rebecca attack each other. So the point behind that, guys, is Armia, he said, let's see what's happening until the end of the season and go from there. So we'll see. But again, some negotiation between both parties for the Montreal Canadiens and Joel Armia. Aviation don't expect Armia back. Pizza expect 1 2 year for Savard. A 1 year deal. Thanks for everybody to be a part of the show. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes. Now, I want to move on, guys. Montreal Canadiens prospect Oliver Kapanen. Another goal, an empty net, I believe. Laurent Dauphin score 5-1 Laval Rocket. 2 minutes to go remaining. Oliver Kapanen had 3 points yesterday. Demidov is demoted again. Oliver Kapanen have a great year with the team Timra. We know Oliver Kapanen, guys, start is you can see the shot of Kapanen right there. That's what is 13th goal of the year. Kapanen started the season with the team Canada, with the team Montreal Canadiens before he was returning with the team Timra. He has 28 points and 28 game for Kapanen, and he have 13 goals, 15 assists. Yesterday, I have 1 goal, 2 assists for a total of 3 points for Kapanen. You can see this pass guy for the wall to Kapanen. He see already the guys look the tape to tape for Kapanen, and a great shot for his teammate to be the goaltender to get that goal. Kapanen, another player is going to fight for next year for the spot with Owen Beck next season, and many other prospects. Will be interesting what happening with Kapanen, but Kapanen is looking good this year under the head coach Oli Okenen for the team Timra. I'm sorry about that, A2, about that contract. Coach, I think 1 year, 3.5 for Savard. I think it's too much money. Randy for 3.5 for Savard. I think a 2.5 would be enough. Now, Dimitrov, guys. I saw the Dimitrov on the Instagram today. He was wearing the yellow-green jersey. What's this? What happening with that? But the yellow-green jersey for SKA is a player play on the 4 line or is a 13 forward. I'll be shocked to see that. It's happening 2-3 games ago where they put Demidov on the 4 line and he finished with 19 minutes. Last game, it was on the 3rd line. The game before that was 2nd line, and before it was 4 line. So Rettenberg, you know who he is. He play against Conlan RS. Is jumping Dimitrov back and forth. You can hear me tomorrow. The next day said Dimitrov play 18 minutes. We never know with Rettenberg how the panic mode he is. Said that. The only reason I can understand that is Dimitrov had more time in the last month because Kuznetsov injuries Kritschuk injuries, Plenikov injuries. You have another player forward have an injury. Four of the top nine players and most of the top three of the top six was out of the lineup for a year, 4 months. So Demidov took advantage of that, and Demidov became the top scorer for the team SKA. I cannot understand Rantenberg. Think about this. Lane Hudson lead Montreal for the most point as a defenseman. But I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to put him on the third pairing, and I'm going to give him play only 12, 13 minutes per game. Rantenberg need more Demidov, like to any other player he has on his team. And he's still stubborn. He's still, il a une tête dure en français. He tried to play with the mind of Demidov, and the kid respond every shift. But completely wrong Rottenberg the way he used Demidov. Cannot get it. I don't get it. But we'll see what's happening with the situation over there. Charlot is in the house. Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget, please, to click on the like if you don't mind. AK knocked the door also. Welcome back. Jason is in the house also. Yeah, Jason, you're right. Do the ad keep Vincent around after him to stay in American again? You have to think that some other NHL game will give him a shot. It's not easy, A2. I think his experience happening with the Columbus Blue Jacket could play against him. If I'm Pascal Vincent, I play the patient game. I stay with the Laval Rocket 1 or 2 more years until Martin Saint Louis gets fired, and he's going to get a job right away. He built that team because Pascal Vincent, guys, is not a coach with 3 years experience or 5 years experience. Pascal Vincent been there for years in NHL with the American Hockey League, the Manitoba Moose, Winnipeg Jet, assistant coach, head coach, assistant coach with Columbus Blue Jacket. So he has some kind of experience and is well known inside of all the NHL. I think for me, A2, Vincent's going to act. He is not going to accept an assistant coach with the St. Louis Blues example. One is a Laval Rocket, make that same kind of money, and is one step behind Martin St. Louis. He has everything. He has the resume to take the spot of Martin St. Louis. Experience, French Canadian, all the recommendation, what Montreal are looking for as a head coach. For me, it's just a matter of situation for him. Boston College went by the score 6-3 today. A Fowler finished with a save percentage of .900 for Marner for Fowler tonight. Snipe, welcome back in the house. You're right about that. A lot of great comments, guys. If Rebecca play a good game today again. A2, yeah, no, I wish, but no. And I thought the new GM coach, yeah, possible. And I thought I have the qualification for that. So that's the beginning, guy, for the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, we talk about the last 26 games for the Montreal Canadiens, and then I go a little bit more deeper about that. I want to share it with you guys what happening for the Montreal Canadiens for the last 26 games. Montreal Canadiens, first of all, the next 6 games. Ottawa, Carolina, San Jose, Buffalo, Edmonton. Montreal could win 3 games of the 6 games. If Montreal stay at 500, they're going to be approximately 5 or 6 points of the playoff. Is it you think going to change? Can use to make some trade or not? Do you think can use said, you know what? Why to give Devorak, Evans, Savard, Armia for only a third round pick? Why not to finish them with us, make the rest of the season the best for the Montreal Canadiens, and go from there? And if we lose three of them at the UFA, that's okay. Is it more important for them can use to set the last 26 game? I prefer to keep the team together or not. I don't have the answer, but the sixth game right there give a direction for can use what is going to do at the trade deadline. This is the reality behind that. Excel the Ekstrom. This is A2. Who is going to be David Rebecca, guys, in NHL? Rebecca is never going to be flashy on the ice. Look about Slavin for Team USA. Now, I don't say Rebecca is going to be Slavin, but Slavin's only game, guys, you don't hear his name a lot. You hear black shot, win the battle, put the stick at the right spot, take advantage when he win the battle to have a great pass, break out. But this is Slavin. My point behind that, Rebecca is going to be like this guy for during his career with the Montreal Canadiens. You're going to hear the name of Lane Hudson, Albert Jekai, Logan Mayu, more Caden Coley, more often at David Rebecca. But David Rebecca is going to be maybe the best both ways defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens on both sides of the game, in my opinion. Yeah, possible there, Randy. For you, seven guys, I follow him. I since he's 16 years old. First of all, Slavin was he was born in Westminster and Denver area. So how you know that? But I coached with Boulder and Junior. And every morning at 6 a.m., I was doing private lesson. You have a guy pop up on the ice, and he told me he's 14 years old. Last name is Slavin. I didn't have no clue who he was. And they was telling me he's going to be drafted. He's going to be picked up by the team, national team. He's going to be in the USA show. Every morning at 6 a.m., it was private lesson. Then I know the family after that because I moved from Boulder to Westminster. He was born in Westminster. He had his sister play college, one of the great hockey player with the NUSC. Check for her name. I cannot remember his first name. His brother also Slavin. It's a family hockey. So I follow him a little bit more A2 because I knew him. When I went, when I knew him, it's like I see him and at the morning. He was there every morning, 6 a.m. before he goes to school. But this is the kind of defenseman you need, honestly. Let's move on, guy, for the last 26 game. Of course, we just talked about him, the progression, David Rebecca, until the end of the season. That will give us a little bit an idea who is really David Rebecca. That will prepare him to see next year. This is a great time for him. He's going to 20 games for the Laval Rocket, playoff time, prepare him for the hockey camp for the Montreal Canadiens, and we'll see happening for him next season. We're going to watching a little bit more attention of the progression of David Rebecca. But who is going to show up? The Patrick Lenny first 10 game or the Patrick Lenny the last 9 game? The 9-goal power play goal or the last 9 game with 0 point? Which suckers you going to get? The first 40 game or the last 15 game? This is 2 players are going to show to the fans for the last 26 game who they are really and what it will be for with the Montreal Canadiens in the future. I don't say going to try Sakarski, but that'll give us an indication. And the Patrick Lenny for sure with the Montreal Canadiens. This is what I'm looking for to the last 26 game. We're going to have a race to see Caulfield. Can he reach 40 goals? I think he's missing 12. Suzuki, 82 points. Is it possible to become the first one since 2008 from Kovalev? Danforth first Garfield can become the first 40 scorer since Vincent Danforth in 1995-96. There's something we're going to follow up for the last 26 games. How many games are going to be meaningful game for the Montreal Canadiens? This is something we're going to follow up. And finally, guys, but the Lane Hudson Calder Trophy race until to the end. Can Hudson reach 50 points? Can Hudson reach 55 points? Can Hudson go all the way to 60 points? We know what happened to him for the last 3 weeks prior to the tournament. It was not the same Lane Hudson. Can he bounce back from that? I'm not sure. What could happen for that? Lot of great comments in the chat. That's another subject we just talked for the Montreal Canadiens. It could be close Excel for the Montreal for Sakarski to get 50 points. But for me, the point of Sakarski is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for Sakarski is consistency, win the battle, physicality, for checking, less mistake, better two-way players overall. But we'll see what happening with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I want talking about something, pay attention today. The Montreal Canadiens are going to get even Demidov. They have no recent team. And with the Montreal Canadiens, is it going to be a better transition for Demidov to be with someone from Russia? The team SKA have 2 players, I believe, are really good. Also, you have more, but one of more is the defenseman Nishikin. But Nishikin with the Carolina Hurricane is a high pick. I don't see anything could happen with Nishikin with the Cane. But said that, they have 2 players play with the team SKA, Pardagov and Krizyuk. Now, Pardagov is a 6'2" forward. Sometimes he's not always in front of traffic, but he could play physical. Good skater. 25 years old, I believe he is. 190 pounds. But for me, Krizyuk from the Devils at 24 years old could be a 6 foot, fast, good skate, good hands. He should be the top scorer with the team SK and front of Demidov, but he was injury. Why him? Why both of them? But Montreal could make a trade with the Devil for Jake Evans and maybe to get the rights of Krzyzak. Both of them become UFA or they don't have no deal for the upcoming season. Now I can go with other players like Shepagov, I believe. Maxim Shakabov, I believe he is. But I tried to figure out with the team Escape because this honestly that's the team I follow the most in KHL. If you look about the rest of the players, guy Kuznetsov or Plinikov is older. Kuznetsov is 30 years old, and I don't see anybody else inside of that team. Can Montreal make some deal like that? We'll see. Or one of the two players going to decide to play in NHL? We'll see. But this is something maybe Montreal could add if they're losing Armia. I think for me, he asking me which one of them, I would say Griziuk. He's maybe smaller, 6 foot, but he will fit with Martin Saint Louis' system, in my opinion. Fast, good hands, put the puck in the net. Um, but we'll see. Is it important or not? I don't know. But if Montreal can get something there, I think it would be good. Because if you bring Markov in our tap, is it a good fit with Martin Saint Louis? The relationship between Markov and Martin Saint Louis have before in the past. What is the relationship between Markov and Demitov and KHL? Barkov and Barkov is a defenseman, Dimitrov is a forward. I don't see there. Markov live in Montreal. But again, we'll see what happening with that situation. Thanks for the likes, sir. The Laval Rocket. I want to finish with the show with the Laval Rocket tonight. I want to talk about one thing. First of all, Laval Rocket, that before the game tonight, the last three of the last four game, that's game winning game tonight would be good for them. Um, but they play with many injuries. First of all, Gignac, Langstrom. We have Talk, Simono. I think Jacobs. I miss another forward. So they are really, really affected with injuries. Laval Rocket. They play with three players for the Lions. One of them scored a goal, Alex Bocage, tonight. So the team right now, they try to go through that adversity, a challenge, and to be sure they stay on the top of the North Division and the American Hockey League. So um, now Miro Chenko from Capitals Pizza. Of course, I know he was draft 21st overall pick, I believe, a 20 overall pick when he was ill. We know, unfortunately, he had some kind of problem, healthy problem with cancer in the past or something like that. In recovery, the guy can have difficulties right now to see in NHL, but he's still young. That's a problem. Maybe he didn't look about that. Franz Jekai have a great year. So what I did for you guys, I want to talk a little bit more about the the players could become a player with the Montreal Canadiens for the Laval Rocket. For what I saw this year, I see many game of them. I didn't see all the game, right? I see all the highlights, everything like that, like most of you. But when you look about the team, guys, David Barker, Logan Mayu, Owen Beck, Jared Davidson, Joshua Roy, Sean Farrell, and Florent Jacquard. All maybe the player could play in NHL with the Montreal Canadiens or any other team. Now is missing there Engstrom. So I apologize, Engstrom is not there. But they are only player right now have a shot to play with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't say they will all play with Montreal Canadiens. I just said have a shot to play. This is the best player they have with Laval Rocket. That's not count Primo. And honestly, Primo is not part of Montreal Canadiens in the future. Ken Barker, Mayu, Beck, Engstrom, Davidson, Roy Farrell, Jekai could make it. The time will tell us. But this is where they are right now, the pipeline for the Montreal Canadiens with the Laval Rocket. I don't know what you think about that list, but I think Barker and Mayu have a great chance with Engstrom. Owen Beck, in my opinion, is going to be with the Montreal Canadiens. Questionable Davidson, Roy, and Jekai. And then we'll see Farrell after that. But I don't see anybody else. Now, you can talk about Barry Boulet, Condoda, Gignac, Langstrom, Offenmeyer, Dauphin. They are veterans in American Hockey League. So I did not mention their name. Great point, Robert, about Ray Barker. Tomorrow, Laval plays Syracuse. Ray Barker finished with +3 today. Now, said that, guys, for the rest of the season, for the Laval Rocket, possible to get some help. One, from the goaltender Jacob Fuller. 99.999999 in my head, Fuller is going to be with the Montreal Canadiens organization at the end of the Final Four if he make it. That's what I believe. Vincent Rohrer could be loaned back with the Montreal Canadiens at the end of the season with his team, the ZSC Lions. We'll see. Oliver Kapanen could return with the Laval Rocket for the rest of the season after he finished with Timra. Now I put Michael Edge. I understand I'm 80-20. Michael Edge is returning with Michigan. But it could be available to play with the Laval Rocket if he sign and decide to leave the NCAA. But I believe he's going to stay with Michigan. Other players we can get, honestly, is Sam Harris, Luc Middlestad, and I don't see them join the Laval Rocket anyway. And they are right now the only player who could join the Laval Rocket. Right now. You're right about that, A2. Antoine says Malkin, yeah, I agree with you about that. It's difficult to give you the right answer, Randy, for Mayu past Ray Barker, because Ray Barker is not playing enough. When Ray Barker is going to play enough game, I believe Ray Barker is going to be in front of Mayu. But I don't give up on Mayu, by the way. Unfortunately, stand for Jekai. He would need another year, a full year. He's only 20, 21 years old for Jekai, guys. So, I believe Jekai could play in one more year this year in the OHL. So, we have to be patient with Stan. I would like him to play a bigger role inside the Laval Rocket before he played the Montreal Canadiens. He played only on the 4 line. He needs to improve his skating, his decision making, a better two-way 100 player. And I think it would be more benefit for him to be under Pascal Vincent one more year and play as a third center, second center next season. Same situation with Michael Edge. I think Michael Edge play one more year under Matsuro, the head coach with Michigan, to get more experience, to become more dominant and NSA, a little bit like Rand Lionel did this year. I think it would be more benefit for Edge a long term uh, with his career. Thanks. And 26 with Montreal. Does Primo get trade if Fowler join Laval? Not necessary in our top. We're going to get Tobesh back with the team. Jaden Trouble could be with the team. But we'll see in our top. You're welcome, Randy. Definitely A2, they fit both together and sort of that. Yeah, it could be that way, Gary. But I think like the head coach the head coach guys does a podcast. The corner coach. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday at 6 p.m. And he always said for him he need to improve his 200 game for my college. Yes, then exactly. Pizza about my college. You guys, you all agree there. Now, on the flip side, guys, it's not a good news for them. But again, Mezar still hurt at this moment. This is the second injury for Mezar. Last year was hurt with the team with Shell, and the year before that it was hurt also. Become really questionable the 26th draft pick for the Montreal Canadiens. What Mezar can become. This could be really the end at some point, Mezar with the Montreal Canadiens. RHP, with all the respect, does not fit with the Montreal Canadiens. This is over. He's going to become his contract finished with the Montreal Canadiens. I still believe he would like to stay around the Montreal Canadiens. And again, like Belzil, Richard, Destel, some of them left the Montreal Canadiens. They believe they're going to have a better chance somewhere else. RHP, if I was him, I would stay with the Montreal Canadiens organization and play with Laval Rocket 3-4 more years with them. And RHP and European side of the ice would not work for him. I think the best for RHP is to sign a deal with the Montreal Canadiens to stay with the Laval Rocket. I know some of you believe on Luke Stock. I can understand, guys. He's a big body. Send a second year and the Boston University. I said right there, he will never make it the NHL. He's missing too many things of the details of the game. He's get better. I really like his improvement. He shows some flash. They have many players like Luke Talk and American Hockey League and NHL. Bottom line, I don't see Luke Talk with the Montreal Canadiens. William Trudeau, with all my respect, is just on the wrong place with the Montreal Canadiens. This is a player will take a decision sometimes that I need to leave the Montreal Canadiens organization to have a better chance to play in NHL. He's stuck with many great left defensemen they have Montreal Canadiens. A team like Toronto, example, or any team in NHL could benefit better for William Trudeau have an opportunity. That said that he was very physical tonight. He fight one time. He's a good defenseman, but every time he got a call up, you can see the speed of the game of the NHL catch up Trudeau. We'll see. He's still young. This is the same kind of defenseman. He take a decision at 20 years old to leave the QM to play in NHL. He's only 22 years old, Trudeau. He still have 2 more years. We have to give him a chance. But inside the Montreal Canadiens organization, I don't see that. Kevin Primo, guys, next. That's it, that's all. Ronnie Kidney, Unfortunately for him, many points, 2 seasons, a 100 point in the QM, but he cannot establish himself after 2 years in the American Hockey League. I don't see anything else for him. Do we have other players on the prospect side? Yes, but I don't see anything there, honestly. But we'll see. You're great at point A2 about that. And not that about Michael Edge, you're right. Definitely stand about those situations. Not a great point about that. You're right, A2 about this. And I great comment that shot. Thank for all the like we got so far. And that's it. We got guys for the Laval Rocket tonight. Coach, would you want to make the playoff or a top 10 pick? A top 10 pick. Understand the quality of the playoff. Understand gain experience. But what Montreal Canadiens, where they are on the rebuilding team, I believe it will be more benefit a long term to select a 7 round pick, a 8 round pick, a 9 round pick, or a 10 round pick. I think they still have Caleb Denoyer, Victor Eklam. I don't think so. Fonda will be there. They still have Jake O'Brien. Um, at that area are 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a great pick for the Montreal Canadiens. That player could become a middle six players for the Montreal Canadiens. And you need those kind of quality players, by the way. You cannot select all the time a top three forward. But in my opinion, benefit Montreal a long term to select top 10 Randy versus that. I understand you follow more the flame like me. I pretty good this year with the flame, but I see the flame not make it. I don't see anymore the flame to not be in the top 10. That we give another pick for the Montreal again between 14 to 17 if they make the playoff. The Montreal again, that one, we have player like Lankovic. We talk about this. I don't see Martin there. I see Montreal Canadiens are looking again for a forward. Um, a Cameron Bear, can he make the top 10? I don't think so, but we'll see. We still about many years and many months to play hockey. But this is going to be a two-sided pick for the Montreal. Now they can trade their pick for something else. Pizza said send Taka as an end on the trade to Buffalo with his brother, like and then another bro with Marlins. Could be interesting if December can go like this. At some point, run. I don't see that players are taking smaller players run. I think for me the best qualification is the NHL are looking for a player with speed, good on the transition. This is the way I see that. But I can understand when you talk about speed, it comes with smaller players. A Lane Hudson, a Cole Hudson, a Galvin Bradley, a Brady Nado. I can see that run when you talk that way. But I think for me is they're looking for skill with speed, from my opinion. At the end, someone bring that in the chat earlier, and I did not follow up with that person. But take 2 minutes right there. Think about this. You see two team. Team Canada et Team USA. They have two different philosophy, but they still show to me something. Team USA go with intensity, big bodies, checking, hit hard. How many players they have under 6 foot for Team USA? Not many. Adam Fox. But if you think about Team USA guys, during those games, did you pay attention for Jack Hughes? Where was Jack Hughes during those games? Jack Hughes disappeared behind Jack Eichel, Katchuk, Nelson, Boldy. You never see Jack Hughes the same level after that. If you look about Team Canada, they go with speed. Team USA refused to take Cole Caulfield. Team Canada could go with Marchessault, but he used speed and big body. My question behind that is this part. How Cole Caulfield, Lane Hudson can be a dominant factor players in the playoff at long term with the Montreal Canadiens. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be pessimist. But I still believe the physicality, the size, the speed are going to be always dominant factors in the playoff. And more. Yes, the game is changing. I said, yeah, less fight in the playoff, but it still have better chance to win when you have big body. Always. To do that, you can have one or two players small. But Montreal Canadiens cannot get any more smaller players. They are already Suzuki. They already have Caulfield as a forward. They still have Newhook as a forward. They still have Lane Hudson and Alex Carrier as a defenseman. But if you look about Panthers defenseman last year, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6 foot Forsland. The year Vegas win. McNabb, Martinez, Pietrangelo, Theodore, Whitecloud, Nicolas Ag, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'2", 6'3". This is where run is my biggest concern with any team or with the Montreal Canadiens. Again, I opened the discussion without telling you Montreal never win. It's not my purpose or my subject right there or sharing that. I just feel this is something Montreal had to be a little bit more cautious. But the goal on that one, and Randy, think about this. It was all Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner bring Mitch Marner was smart enough. This is where Martin Saint Louis is so good. Martin Saint Louis always said, slow. You don't have to be fast. You only have to be smart to slow the game. Mitch Marner, he can carry on the puck and entering zone, right? And to go all the way deep in the zone. He decide to walk the blue line. When he walked the blue line, he bring with him Adam Fox up with him. When he opened Adam Fox, he gave the Sam Bennett an opportunity to drive to the net after that. So the smartest play by Mitch Marner opened the door. Randy, about that. Not said Nelson is not slow, but of course Nelson is 32 years old. Ron, I would be disagree. The size in the playoff always going to be a dominant factor in the playoff. Right now, I did not see any team with small body win the Stanley Cup run. Look at Forsen said trade Lennartson. I think Roy, you're going to see a changing of intensity. I think both players, whatever um, whatever they are, I think Brady Ketchuk and Matthew Ketchuk are good players to play on that ice. But the game will be different. A Cole Caulfield would be good um, for with the Team USA. It depends, Randy, who are involved with the players. Like I said, N26, you're not wrong when you said that. My point behind that, the smaller player becomes with more speed in the game. That's just for a Pratt example. That's a good point, Roy. You would need it. By the way, Roy, good morning. A2, you're right. I think the next player we said is Alex Debrincat. By the way, guys, watch Schmidt from the Vancouver Giants. He'll be drafted the top 15 like Cole Caulfield. It's another 5'7" players. Great point, Stan, about that. That's a great comment, guys, tonight. Not allow Randy. Don't worry about Luke. Luke is a good guy. He don't take anything seriously. We still have a couple more minutes, guys. 5, 6 minutes. If you have any question right now, I open up the line. If you want to tell me a question, whatever it is. It was a slow show tonight. I just want to pop up like I do. I don't like to miss a night, and I go to bed early last night. So, Al, welcome in the house. A long time, my friend from Edmonton, I believe, area. Al, welcome back. Uh, Bennington uh, proved something there, Al, for sure. Yeah, Ron. Think about this, Ron. This rule, you change the Pee Wee rules like this. You talk about change about a couple of years ago in USA, but it's been like this for many, many years in Canada. So I don't see a big problem there. Thanks so much, RJ. Bulldog last night 4-2. One assist for Jake O'Brien tonight. Price as a point. Pizza! Super chat,
Super
$2,
chat.
guys. Thunder Top just scored under the goal. His 23rd goal of the year. Thank you, Pizza! Super chat number one tonight. Pizza did it for the Hockey Nation Live show. I appreciate that, Mr. Pizza, to deliver great super chat at the Hockey Nation Live show. I appreciate that. PLW knocked the door tonight. About that, talk about Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, I did not talk about this tonight. Honestly, PLW, a lot of great, not a great, but a lot of conversation about Wayne Gretzky and everything like that. PLW mentioned this a couple of weeks ago about Wayne Gretzky, so I agree with you about that. Submit Sweet like in 1970. Al, is it there a possibility Rentable could be viewed as an initial trade deadline rental target that can hit only to the can get him back in summer? Yeah, it could happen, and after, but I always believe 99% of the chance when the team trade a player are never returning to their team. So I don't see Rantanen get trade again, and then he will return it with Carolina. And after, I think Carolina will keep him. I think Carolina are one of the team could go all the way. And after, if you are the minute, Eric Toski right now, they feel like with Rantanen, they feel they can go all the way. And that's really open up, I think, and the Eastern Conference this year. And after, I was talking, guys, about Cameron Schmidt, by the way, earlier. Really impressed by Eneman. That's something we did not talk too much about this tonight, Billy. Emil Eneman impact for the Montreal Canadiens for the rest of the season. And his injury, Montreal go down. Great comments about this, Billy. I think I should pay a little bit more attention about Emil Eneman return tonight. We mentioned that, but we not pay too much about the impact Eneman. Now we're going to have four line normal, Amir Eneman Evans. You're going to have Anderson, Gallagher, Dewarak, Lenny Newhook, and Doc, and then Zuski, Sakoski, and Caulfield. So great point about that, Billy. I really like that. Hopefully, PLW, you're doing well, by the way. The big question, N26, I don't say you're wrong. I'm not disagree with you. I was just said the broken between the Rantanen trait from the Canada Avalanche, is it acceptable by Rantanen to come back over there? I still believe A2 will be Jake Evans. Now, here's an off tap. I believe Washington is going to play Carolina. My only concern, Randy, is an off tap, is how they can feel the pressure with not many experience, other the fact Ovechkin did it right. Not many experience as a goaltender in the playoff. Could be a factor. I think Carolina are going to build that area over there. So said that, I think it will be really difficult to Washington for the first time to go through all the way there and after. But they have a team built on all area and who they're going to add at the trade deadline, and after that, we're going to decide after that what they look like. But yes, I don't think so, Randy. I think they try to manage his risk. Leonardson talked about this on the interview. He don't feel fatigue, whatever it is. He just said, I need to be smarter. He said, what I learned for the foundation is to take the risk at the right time with decision making better for that. Then Asham will come in the house with Iran, with Colette. McDonald was back on the tempo. It was not a sign, a resign. N26, it was more a trait back in Nashville. But I don't say Rantanen cannot go there. My point is, can the damage of Rantanen to get out of Colorado, is it to be accepted by Rantanen? Washington lose in the first round. Here would be N26. I like that. What? First of all, here, guys. N26 that Washington can lose in the first round. Would be interesting, guys, in our time, Randy, everybody in the chat, or A2, or everybody. If Washington play against Tampa Bay Lightning, what is your prediction? 4 game, 5 game Washington? Or this could be all the way as be scared. Tampa Bay could scare Washington. Good question, N26. I like that. Great point, Al, about February. I like that. After the Super Bowl, you're right. Captain need a player like Coleman. I'll not disagree with you, Randy. Great decision, A2, about that. I really like that. Good point, A2. Rain back in the house. But if you announce it, you are going to be the winner of that one about Spencer. You're right, Dan, about Team Canada. Oh no, Antoine said, I know said he had no choice, whatever it is, and McDonough accept to get there. Tampa Bay want to get him back. About McDonough, I just feel McDonough when he left the team Tampa, he understood the reason behind that. Rantanen, he got traded I don't think so. He knew about the trade. That's why the relationship between McDonough and Tampa, it was sincere and honest. I'm not sure if the same relationship is between Rantanen and Colorado. Oui, mon Nicolas. Great point, Rain. Definitely about that, Luciano. Washington are solid. It's just sometimes, Luciano, a team like them show up for the first time, they they struggle or they fall apart at the first time. I remember like many teams, like Tampa Bay did it, um, Florida Panthers did it, Colorado did it at the beginning. The biggest question, Luciano, this year for me in the playoff, can the Carolina go through the third round? With Renton in there, I'm not sure is it good enough. Good point, Stan, about Vasilevsky. My point behind that, Stan, was the team, Tampa Bay Lightning, have the asset to give a good round to the Washington Capitals. Does that make sense, Stan? Thanks so much, RG, for all the light we got so far. Et ça, c'est arrivé à quoi, Nicolas, hier? On t'a pas vu hier. Skeleton is in the house. Hein? Absolutely right about that, Ron. Absolutely about that, Billy. You're right about that, Al. I agree with you comments. I think that we're helping them, Skeleton, to have a top six right there. Yeah, and our top, I think for me, the defensemen are underrated, and the performance of the goaltender is excellent over there. Key behind that, how they going to sign Charlie Lindgren or not? Yeah, Anderson and it's always been a problem there. Ouais, il était très tard, mon Nicolas. Ben d'accord avec toi. I agree with you, Al. Gary, you're not point about that. You see a Farrell more confident right there. Yeah, the combination, Rain uh, was perfectly good between both of them. A good point about that, Randy. Like I said, they're going to play San Jose. This is a game winning. They have to go win. And then after that, it will be difficult. Tampa Bay Lightning, the Florida Panthers, the Carolina Hurricane, Randy. But I still believe the schedule after that is looking better. But between you and me, Randy, I don't see a big change at the trade deadline for them to go down and said try to targeting the bottom 10. And Randy, my other thing I would say to you, Randy, is this part. The strength between draft number 9 or 10. Is it good enough for them for what to trade all the players they want to trade to go there down, to destroy the team like Anderson, Kadri, Coleman, Vladar? Is it good enough for them to do that? For just pick a guy with 9 or 10, and that player is not guaranteed to be a top 3 forward or a top 5 forward? I don't think it's too much risk for the Calgary Flames to do that, in my opinion. Ottawa Senator can beat Washington. I don't see that in 26. The lack of experience Ottawa Senator is so big over there. Other than the fact Claude Giroux and David Perron, Amadio. But think about this. Katcho never been there. Sanderson never been there. Shabbat never been there, I believe. Uh, Suzla, Patterson, Pinto, Greg. I don't see that N26. A great point about this, Luciano. Well, Pizza could be a good deal about that, but they always been there. I would say to you, why not Montreal? I'm not sure about that. It's a good point about this for sure. Yeah, I agree together, Randy, for that. Luciano does not believe to Ottawa Senator at all. That prove one thing, Pizza. The point does not make you become successful in NHL. It take more. Think about this, right? Think about this, Pizza. What he makes, Farrell does not make it, and while Laferriere and Coronado are in NHL now. You're right about this, Al, about Demko and Lankinen, but I disagree with $4.5 million for Lankinen. I can't wait to see the move at the trade deadline for sure, guys. Al, what about Brock Bozer? Oh no, Pizza, I not disagree with you, right? But I just showed to you sometime the number, the point in NCAA does not guarantee you to be a player in NHL. Yeah, so many things go around. A great point, RJ, for Shane Pinto out for Ottawa Senator. You know, this is the end of the show, guys. I just love to come here. And I did it alone tonight. I didn't ask an tap, Marco or Devin. I just want to give them a break. Those guys does so many good hours for us. And I said, I would do it tonight by myself. I was not sure if I would do the game Laval Rocket, but I said, let's talking about what happened last night. Let's talking about Montreal Canadiens and just have a good night together. We did not get a lot of viewers, we don't get a lot of people, but at the end, we come back every night because we enjoy to sharing our passion together. We enjoy to be here as a friend together. And we do this with respect and we do this like just who we are. And that's the beauty of that channel. And I'm sometimes I'm doing, oh my God. We I struggle to not make that channel better. I struggle because my English, I struggle because of that, every time of that. But I still go through every night or every morning I wake up with my passion, my dedication, and the love of each one of you you bring on the chat every night. That's the only reason I show up every night. Sometimes it's hard to be a YouTube channel, a YouTube creator, to stay with consistency every night. It's not about me. My point behind that is because we do it every night because of each one of you. I drive the bus, but the passenger and the chat are the most important people in the chat. Until we unify together, we stay together, and we continue to pop up here because we enjoy to talking about the game, the channel will still alive. Until then, my friend, we want to thank Pizza for the super chat tonight. RJ Calabo, the news update. All the people click on the likes, and the moderator in our tab, Ron, and of course, Luciano. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, between Ottawa and the Montreal Canadiens. Until then, my friend, the only reason we're still alive.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thanks so much, everybody. We appreciate all of you tonight. I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, my friend, have an amazing, great weekend. Another weekend of February, guys. The time is flying. The time is crazy. I cannot put my head everything, but I think it will be good to see all of you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. Be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Someone said 2025. I know, and someone said that. I know the music will be over, but I think it's more important to thank all of you guys. Al, Pizza. Hopefully, see you more often, my friend Al. Al, guys, is a great, knowledgeable guy about hockey. Pop up more often, talking about what's going on over there. RJ Calabo, Luciano, and our tap, Pizza. Everybody, guys, look up for Sun. And 26 again back in the house tonight, and everybody, we see Randy Walkman was busy tonight talking about hockey, everything, guys. Great question, great time to sharing all the stuff we have tonight. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. And of course, the Hockey Nation Show, the Ab Nation, want to tell you one more thing. So we love you, friends. Have a great night, everybody. Sweet dream. Enjoy the weekend, and I will be back also Sunday night with the weekly report with my friend and our tap for another ad report. Montreal Canadiens play tomorrow night. Laval Rocket win 5-1. They play again tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night against Syracuse. And Tyler Top score his 23rd goal of the season. And Jacob Fuller get his 21 W of the year. Follow me on my X account, Coach Frenchy 10X. I bring all the contents about the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. And of course, I can wish you until the next time. It's coming. Booyah! Good night, everybody. I'm out.